Showski, I mean, the result of the last local government election, you guys should have won the popularity vote by probably say 50 or to 100,000 and win all municipalities because you guys are probably performing as you think.
Yeah, there you go.
No, let me don't talk no Showski.
There you go. Listen. We not have to look at that.
Listen here,
hold on, there you go. Hold on.
Yeah, be unfair, this Showski.
Hold on, I want to say something to you. You see, if you look at the history of Jamaica, the local government and general election, it never match. So go back and check that and see if you ever see. You can win local government election.
Sorry. Yeah. Let him land. Showski, and then you can.
Listen, me now, hello neighbor.
Yes, sir.
We're at an age. Our civilization has gotten more. Our intellectual capacity has risen above normal over the last 20 years. Now, our intention into voting and exercising our democracy is very high. So a local government nowadays is different from back in the past. People are more in tune in politics. Now, I overheard you guys talking about even birth rate. Virgin, it goes to show you the length and strides this government has done to, I wouldn't say destroy, they have mismanaged our culture so bad that women in general stop having babies.
Hold on,
you understand? There's no urgency again.
Diego, hold on a minute. I just heard from Orville.
Yeah.
Orville is in the United States. Showski is in England. And they have both said that it is the same thing in those parts of the world. Don't do that.
We don't talk in a neighbor.
No, listen. Showski just on the live said, listen, his son went over there and even got a baby mother. And the government step in and assist that baby mother in terms of creating a livable...
No, sir. No,
yes,
sir.
he said that. He said that.
What is happening in India? No, man. You see, no, don't do that, Diego. The fact of the matter is that if you have sex with a girl tonight,
yeah,
and the girl don't feel that sex was unprotected, you're telling her, and she don't feel like she want to carry a baby for you. She go to the clinic, to the pharmacy tomorrow and buy a tablet.
Yes,
that's the reality.
But neighbor, I totally agree with you.
That have nothing to do with government.
No, listen.
No, wait, no, man.
Our culture, hello neighbor, our culture has been robbed. The society has been robbed of the
hello neighbor.
Come in.
Hold on, Thaddeus.
Tell me when I can't come in. No, I'm kind of tired of here, so we'll go on till we make it talk.
Listen, gone are the days when the culture, our society was in this happy. Because Jamaica, any government should have Jamaica on a mantle in their manifesto whatsoever. Say, we're supposed to make the place happy and a place where you can grow your family. And when somebody leave college or school right now, they're not focusing on college or even have a sustainable work. So, because it's not there, there alone, but you need to wake up reality.
Give me a second.
Diego, have you ever taken the time and read up on stuff like that? What's the cause of stuff like that? What's the cause like that? What's the cause?
Leadership.
Let me say something. Diego, let me say something.
Yeah.
Just before me. The matter of childbearing is a personal thing for women today. Women today, sir, are making decisions based on their own individual outlook in life, how they want to progress with their lives. As a matter of fact, Diego, the reverse is true. It is because of the individual economic upliftment of women that they do not want to be burdened with motherhood, because motherhood places a delay on the development, the educational development of women. Yes, and it has nothing at all to do, I think, sir.
Hello, neighbor. Let me enlighten your darkness. Let me enlighten your darkness. The main
hold on, Diego. You can't go back again with that, Diego. No, Diego. No. You can't continue with that.
The main reason why hello, neighbor.
Diego, no. You can't continue like that.
Hello, neighbor. Is because
we can't promote that type of ideology.
with a
rhetoric,
you know.
Listen,
first of all, first of all, no, man, we can't tolerate you with that. What may I say to you?
Guys, just wait, please. Let us
not Thaddeus, man.
No, but we cannot wait for you again. You don't make your point already. So what may I say to you? You need to listen.
I tell hello neighbor.
I don't need to. No. You're the platform attack to everybody. You're the platform attack to everybody. What may I say to you? First of all,
Thaddeus, you go now.
First of all, let's say it's when you come on these platforms, I would advise you to do proper, intelligent, in-depth research. That's one advice. The next advice, you have places like Japan and Norway that pays people to reproduce. That did not make any difference in choices as where reproduction is concerned. You can do that research. So therefore, it is kind of just not, it kind of offhanded and an imbalance for you to equate economic condition with reproduction. It doesn't make any sense. It doesn't add up. There's no historic fact to substantiate your point. Hence,
can I say something to you?
The importance of you making your research, sir. There are societies that are productive, that facilitate, that encourage people to do that, and people still don't engage in reproduction. What's the point you're making about economics and associated with production is nonsense. There's nothing to substantiate that, sir. Absolutely nothing to substantiate that.
Thaddeus,
I'm hearing, sir.
Isn't it true, sir, that if you have sex with a girl last night and for some reason you didn't use a condom, the next day the girl, unknowing to you, goes to a pharmacy, takes a tablet, and that matter is done with? Yes?
Hello neighbor. Let me say this.
Hold on, Diego. And even if she gets pregnant, sir, if she misses her period, that girl knows in the society. By the way, I think it's a matter of personal choice whether a woman want to carry a child or not, because a man
But hello neighbor, it ties in with listen.
You cannot
this is first-hand experience.
You are being disingenuous.
No, neighbor, I'm talking from first-hand experience.
No, it may be
I'm
your
a community member.
Experience.
No, I'm talking.
Diego, you need to be quiet.
It is not fear. It is not fear for you to link reproductive rates in Jamaica to government, sir. Government have nothing to do with women wanting to have children. As a matter of fact, sir, there are no better time to have children in well. Let me not even say that. Go ahead, Orville.
No. Diego, be quiet. Be quiet. You be quiet. Be quiet. Birth rate is a global issue. It's not a Jamaican issue. It's a global issue. Even here in the United States, it's the same thing. One of the main contribution.
You have to wait. You have to hold on, brother doctor. You have to hold on.
The main contribution to the reduction in birth rate. A lot of females today are pursuing their career first. Their number one goal is their career, which is finishing college, start a job, then get a home before they start to think about having kids. Okay? By the time they finish all of that, they get up in their late 30s, early 40s. See? That's what causes it. That has nothing to do with the government or Andrew Holness. This is a global issue. See? On a sole lie that you don't want to pinpoint, everyone to put everything that's going on wrong in the world on Andrew Holness.
No, Orville. I think that is unfair.
No, there's nothing unfair about that. That's exactly what you say. You blame the government.
I would recommend that we move on from this part of the conversation because it is not useful.
It's true for us to blame leadership.
No, but the economy is not in the right. I'm trying to get through the
economy. You do not. Yes,
you do not
understand. Kids because times are hard.
But this is
when was time better? When was time better? No, when was time better? When was time better?
That means time hard globally then because it's a global issue. Time hard globally.
This is what I'm saying,
It's a global issue.
Jamaica is rough. Jamaica is hard. Times are hard. And rough women and don't have children.
There you go. That
and stop
has
saying
nothing
because
to
it's
do
their
with
career.
That has nothing to do with fertility.
A rubbish attack.
Jesus
Hold
Christ,
on,
guys.
hold on.
Yeah, but
Hold on.
we're not killing each other here.
Let me ask him one question.
Let's put some order here. So Orville,
Let me ask him one question.
where? Yeah, Orville. Yes.
Yes, sir. There you go.
Go ahead, Orville.
They're having the same problem in Europe as we speak.
Yes, sir.
Right? One of the things they're doing in Europe now is that they were pushing for the white females in Europe to start dating more black guys in Europe. See, you want to say that's Andrew Holland's fault also? Because they have the same
talking
issue.
about Jamaica. Europe has nothing to do
What
with Jamaica.
What I'm trying to say to you, this is not a Jamaican issue. This is a global issue. It's a global problem. China,
Diego, the birth rate is over 20-year period, yeah? Over 20-year period that birth rate's been going down.
But
China also
to each decade for the last 20 years, the birth rate has dropped 10,000 people.
Shosky, if our economy was in good shape. No, but listen, if our economy was in good shape, the woman would want to be having kids.
Hello, neighbor.
I'm not trying to talk to women.
No, there you go. We are going to use your time more intelligent. We have to move on from this. This is a waste of time. Okay. And the public now learn nothing. I'm not interested in that. So you have to shift the topic.
All right, let's shift the
Simple
topic.
as that. Yeah.
We were talking about the forecast and the seats them with PMP.
Yes. What are your comments on the forecast?
Yes, I'm never.
By the way, I think for clarity, we should tell the listeners that it is nonsense. That what you just said is arrant nonsense. There is
what did I say?
Hold on.
What did I say?
There is no connection to be made to women individually choosing not to have children and the state of the economy today under the Prime Minister.
Come on.
That
Hello,
is
neighbor. I'm disappointed in you. Hello, neighbor. I'm disappointed.
No, Diego. Hear me, sir. Hear me. Any first form student asked to write a composition on the Gleaner story would never point to what is happening in the country, because Diego, there are schoolgirls in Jamaica, 16-year-old girls, yes, who are having sex, and they know how to protect themselves. They know. I sell condoms, sir. I know that. When you go to the clinics, the girls are there getting their injections to prevent them from getting pregnant. They're not even getting pregnant, Diego. It's not that they're aborting the children, but they are not getting pregnant because they understand. It's not like 20, 30 years ago when birth control was not accessible. Yes, you just walk down the road right now. And with the onset of STIs, men are now more conscious too. They don't want to get diseases, so they are using condoms. It's all about individual choices and the whole matter of education. And I think you should admit that, sir.
Hello, neighbor. I said we're going to move on to this part. Let me make this final point. There's flaws in your argument a while ago because, listen, you have to realize how a man thinks in Jamaica. Our culture is very different. Man would love to have multiple kids, 4 or 5 kids, because it would make him.
What point are you making?
Yeah, just let me make my point.
No, what point are you making?
Economically, he doesn't want to do that again because times are hard and it's going to be difficult for him.
So it attributes in Jamaica it's culture, but in other places it's economic. Exactly.
I don't know
what you want to tell us.
What's going on in the interest of time.
In the interest of the participation persons in the chat, we have to move on. Plain and simple.
Now, let me go again now on the forecast. The PMP will be sweeping Westmoreland and Hanover hands down. You understand?
You're not giving a forecast, then, Diego. What you are doing is positing.
You're giving prediction. Are you giving a forecast or prediction?
Yeah, but these are facts.
No. Diego, make a distinction, sir. Diego, you're giving a forecast or a prediction, sir. There's a difference, sir.
All right, I can give a prediction then.
Yes, sir. So make up here. Hey, me can't. Hello, neighbor. I have to leave. I can't tolerate this sort of bullshit at my age and the level of experience and education. I think I'm more advanced. Sorry, I have to go.
No, man. No. Tell this. Stay on the platform. Stay on the platform. Tell this. Stay up. Yeah.
Thaddeus, stay on the platform. We're gonna get rid of
You
Diego
still
and
here?
have a proper conversation, man.
Neighbor,
Diego is just a man who just come to mislead, you know.
Drop Diego from the platform.
You see, you guys, you are talking about
Drop Diego.
Drop him down, neighbor, man.
You see, when people
Diego,
talking
go somewhere else, Diego. We have things to talk about. The Prime Minister just gave away 6 hours yesterday. We're talking like those things are more important than 3 o'clock.
By the way, Diego, before him gone, we want to ask him about the IMF report that was published, that was announced on Wednesday. And the rating and the rating agency, what are his views on the rating agency? Name any rating agency internationally and tell me what the report has been.
You want to come up back and come out.
All right, Thaddeus.
Never drop me out of the box and bring up
Thaddeus.
I'm here, sir.
Yes, sir. Before you go, please clarify for the listeners this idea that the birth rate in Jamaica. Why do you think it is where it is?
You attribute it to, you mentioned several factors. One of them is better education. Yes. People are now shifting women particularly are now shifting their focus to prepare themselves to enjoy life and have other interests to focus on. Right? That is primary.
And that don't mean they're not having sex. That don't mean
no, exactly. No. The other thing is that sex now is seen as more recreational than for reproduction.
Yes.
Right? That's another factor. So that's a cultural shift in the dynamics as far as say women and perception or relationship with production is concerned. It's a cultural shift. It has no significance or no bearing on economic or government policy. Right? Because remember, this is not several of the panelists draw references to other international comparison to other countries that we could compare to. Right? Yes, so therefore, we have enough evidence and enough basis on which to form our opinion. Well, not just opinion, but as what the facts and the truth and the reality is on a global scale. It doesn't make his argument have any substance in it.
Yeah,
right?
And I understand.
So therefore, we're saying that.
Yes, hold on. I understand you getting frustrated with a nonsensical argument because really it is. The fact of the matter is that people make individual decisions to have children, sir, and you can't force them.
No, but I mean, how on earth you decide? So therefore, so we are comparing two periods, right? He's saying no, the birth rate is going down because of that. So he's actually saying that when it was going up, it was the government that was promoting it. Because that's illogical at the both sides of the coin, right? If he's saying now that the government is contributing to it going down, then it means to say that it was the government who was contributing to it going up. Where is that policy? Who can refer me to where the government was encouraging people to have more babies and so that because the economic, and it certainly could never be under the PMP.
Yes.
Certainly could never be under the PMP. So I don't know where my argument come from.
And you know, Thaddeus, if you look at Jamaica's history, in times when it was very, very hard, a lot of children were being born.
Exactly. Yep. That's
that. I mean,
Neighbor,
yes.
In Jamaica recently, they did a study, and the Jamaican male sperm count. Did you read an article recently?
No, I didn't.
Some of the money where even the tight pants contribute to weak sperm count. So remember all of them things that change, where people not eat like how them used to eat back in the days,
There are, I mean, in fairness, we probably need to make get the social scientists to probably give us a broader perspective on the whole matter, of course. But then again, we also have our own views, our own experience, and base and can make comparison because no information is available, and we can draw references. We know cultural practice and cultural norms, all of that. So we have.
Hold on. Orville?
Yes. Okay, so I'm going to use my own personal experience. All right. So my wife just finished teacher's college. Okay, we have 3 kids together. Right? We don't want any more kids. So on our last birth, we asked the doctor, say, hey, this is it. We want to, we don't want any more kids, so she want to tie off. In order for us to do that, we have to have 2 sessions with the doctor first. Even the night when she was going to give birth, the doctor was trying to convince us not to do it. See? Because they want to say, hey, just leave it open just in case you want to have another child. I said, no, we don't need no more kids. That's it. Because the thing about it, what people need to understand, 30 years ago, see, if you look at the college rate 30 years ago, see, or probably 40 years ago, there were mostly males graduating from college. Right? If you look at it today, see, give or take, probably around 70%, 60 to 70% of graduates from college today are females.
I think it could be lower. But continue.
See? So what is going on now? Females are focusing on their career. See?
Exactly.
They don't want pregnancy in the way while they're in school. They want to get their education first. And females organize different from male. See? Female make sure everything is in place. When they're going to give birth, they want to make sure, say, hey, they have every single thing before they give birth. So that's the same thing with a family for them. They want to make sure they finish their schooling first. They get a job first. They get their house first before they start to think about kids. By the time they reach that stage, guess what? They're up in their 30s, early 40s. At that time, they don't want no more kids no more. That has nothing to do with the government. Absolutely nothing to do with the government. That's their decision to make. That's their choice.
Right? The focus has shifted. It's as straight as that. The focus has shifted. All right? And people are now prioritizing more other things than kids, than starting a family. Yes, and it's probably sad, and this is the consequence of what we have now in terms of shortage and potential decline in population growth, but people are choosing other things. It's as plain and simple as that.
Yes, Delroy.
Morning, my neighbor, and morning, panelists, and everybody else.
Morning.
Am I coming through clear, neighbor, without any...
Your voice is a little ruffled. Seems like you were shouting.
No, neighbor. No, I was not shouting. I was routing.
I see.
Yes.
The Prime Minister was in your constituency yesterday, sir?
Yes, and the Prime Minister was present at more than one place in the constituency yesterday at different times.
Yes.
Yes, and I was on a side, on the side where the last house would have been awarded in Northeast St. Elizabeth in the Thornton era of the Silo division, an era that is predominantly strong PMP era. But we have a caring government and we have a caring member of parliament. And the difference in terms of political difference will not deter a needy Jamaican who is deserving of the benefits to have it. And that's what our government and our member of parliament is about. So regardless of the division being predominantly a strong PMP era, that would have not deterred us or deterred the government nor the MP to make sure that these recipients get what they rightfully deserve from the taxpaying dollars of this country.
So question for you. Describe to us the reception in the different areas, because I'm assuming that you would have gone through PMP areas in the motorcade. Describe to us the reception and the response at the different community as it tried through. I don't know how much you were involved in the whole thing, but based on what you see, what you captured personally, describe to us the reception and how you feel about the reception.
Well, the reception in the Thornton division yesterday, which is predominantly a strong PMP era, it was never so much of a political thing, but what we had yesterday were people who support the other side, who are neighbors, immediate neighbors, and not so immediate neighbors of the recipient. And we are familiar with them being on the other side. But what they would have done yesterday would have they would have gave sentiments and appreciation, words of appreciation that their fellow neighbor is receiving a beautiful housing structure, and also confessing that they are elated just as the recipient to know that she is now going to be having the luxury and privilege of sleeping comfortably, and they are very happy for her, and they would have put aside their political allegiance yesterday and shared their sentiments in appreciation, and also they would have had great respect for the Prime Minister who was displayed yesterday. He was warmly received by people on the other side, unlike people who are elsewhere trying to show off their dirty colors. Well, yesterday he never received no type of those bad reception. In fact, it was all around a great reception for the Prime Minister, the team, and as usual, the Member of Parliament. So it played out all good, if you ask me. And as I said, the key thing to note is the comrades who were there, they were never disrespectful, and they were very much appreciative and happy for their neighbor in terms of the neighborhood and also their immediate neighbor. So they're very much appreciative and glad to see that it was never a promise, but it was also a commitment that got fulfilled.
So you think you're all making inroads in that part of the constituency?
Well, gradually we're gaining small numbers, pockets of numbers, which are very vital to us across the PNP strongholds. You know, when we tally these numbers and how the numbers are coming across gradually, and also how we would have improved our genuine labor right voters, meaning we would have resurrected and motivated the long term.
I don't know if it's my reception, but you
Yes. Sorry. Delroy?
Yes, neighbor.
Yes. So housing was the main focus yesterday. There was no other project.
No, the Prime Minister would have also went out by the Raheen Road breakaway, where a newly bridge is currently under construction, almost near completion. But as would have shown yesterday on a live, the amount of water, the excess amount of water, that would have put a halt completely to the project and so forth, because of the terrains being a water terrain, and it was raining torrential for a series of probably 4 days or more than, you know. So what happened was the river came up higher than usual, so the water now starts to come back on the land, you know, and it comes through the cane fields. And because Appleton Estate is no longer doing or investing heavily in sugar, they are not too much of caring of wanting to make sure that the water is taken off the lands by bursting the dikes to take the water off the land into the river. But nonetheless, the water is subsiding rapidly. But eventually the work will continue. But the Prime Minister was on hand yesterday to get a first-hand experience as to the situation, and also the situations that would have been hindering the work from continuing. But it was a general day for the Prime Minister, I think. I would have personally saw where he was in a small little conversation with somebody in the Thornton division, discussing some forward-thinking plans and so forth for them, the people in the area, or just generally the constituency. And they had a decent conversation. I was also streaming that live. So all in all, the trip beared some fruit, and we can say we would have gotten moral victory from what would have transpired yesterday. And again, the Member of Parliament will be present in the constituency again to show homage to one of our fellow Labourites, a senior Labourite, in the form of Mr. Palmer, who would have lost his life.
One more thing, more thing. With the new water project coming on stream. Okay, one more. With the new water projects coming on stream.
Wow. We're not hearing Thaddeus at all. He wanted to ask. Soji?
You hear me?
Neighbor.
Yeah. Yes.
I have a guest. Who just want to chime into the
reception needs to be getting poor. I don't know if it's my side. If you guys hear me.
I hear you, Thaddeus, but I'm here talk. Yeah, and neighbor, you hear me?
Yes, sir. We do.
I have a midwife online who want to have a few words where the birth rate is concerned, and that is my wife. So I'm listening.
Oh.
Hold on.
Lovely.
No, yeah. Oh, hold on here.
Mrs. Soji.
Yes.
Hello.
Mrs. Soji, how you doing?
Hi, I'm doing well. How are you?
Fine, fantastic. You're a midwife, eh?
Yes, I am a registered midwife here in Jamaica.
Are you still in the hospitals?
Hospitals and at the primary health care, that's the health centers. So I'm at both areas.
Yes, we saw a story in the papers this week that it is concerning us. And I will get to the whole politics of it soon, but there's a view that women are choosing not to have babies in Jamaica. Why? What is happening?
All right, so, persons who are not in the system are just speculating, they're talking all kind of things, but really and truly for us in the system, we don't really get a voice because we are seen as enablers, yes?
Yes.
But persons need to understand that the first thing persons tend to say is the economy. It's not necessarily the economy. It's not necessarily the economy because first time women were poorer than us. We are working, our husbands are working, right? Both of us are working. So it cannot be economy per se. The first time women used to just be home.
Times are better. Times are better.
Times are better, of course. First time women never used to work. They're home and they were having the 15, 16, 17, 18 children while the gentleman go home and dig 2 cocoa and 2 pieces of yam and hope say it sell and come home, and if him not make nothing, come home same way, and they were still having more children. So it cannot be tied solely to economy.
But why were they
economy might be a part of it, but it cannot be tied solely to economy. No. So few of the many reasons I will point out now, as I was saying to my husband earlier.
Yes.
Partnership. The father figures are no longer existing. If I make a mistake and have a child with a man, based on the father that he was to that child will determine if I chance it and take another pregnancy with him. I'm going to be honest with you. So I am now putting something out that a lot of persons never really sat down to listen to. If me have a child with a man, and based on that, and these men tend to think that, oh, we're going out and we're working. That is not fatherhood. That is providing a part of your parental responsibilities. Because mind you, when they go out and they work, they're not necessarily caring for the woman because not many men can really fully care for a woman. My husband is able to provide for my basic needs, but can he really care for me? No, because hair and nails and all these things, I want a weekend at the hotel every other month, and I want spa dates, and I want this and that. Can he really care for it? No. But at the end of the day, we are saying that what kind of father is he? Is he the one that is going to just sit down in the living room and watch me wash, cook, clean, and take care of the babies, have sleepless nights while he sleeps beside me? It determines if I am going to chance it and have another child with him. And then, as I said before, we are having deadbeat fathers. So these men are choosing which pregnancy they care for or they accept. So I know of a couple, they both made love, went to bed, got pregnant, and she came to me, did her pregnancy test. She was so happy, when you give a child, sweetie, and she go home to him. And I'm telling you about a real life situation now. It's not a joke. And she went home to him and she said, babes, guess what? I am pregnant, I'm pregnant. And she showed him the test. And lo and behold, the man tell her same soon come. He changed his phone number. He changed his address. He moved to another place that she has never been. He didn't bring her to that area. He went back to his parish and the child is almost 4 years old now and not even $1 from him. Why would I know as a woman, been through that with a man, which other man can come now and tell me that he's different? Talk to me.
Yes.
Which other man is going to be able to come and convince me that he's different and I allow myself to have another child with another man because this man done already mess me up. So this is the challenge. And then these women get pregnant for the men and they give them the money to go and do an abortion. And when the woman decides that, oh, she's not going to do the abortion, he says, all right, since you are the only one who wants this pregnancy, you're on your own. So these men are choosing which pregnancy they what would you know, acknowledge. So this is one of the major challenges and nobody is attacking this issue. So tell me about economics, fine. Things are more expensive now, but women weren't working before and men weren't working so much money before and they still were having 17, 18 children, but these men were good fathers. They would come in, they sweep up the yard, them help out with things so the two are not tired and go to bed and make love and do what you need to do and go on to bed when the children go to sleep. But these men want to sit down and watch us women raise the children while we are still going out for a 9 to 5. I don't understand it. So these women have wised up now to say, listen, I cannot be doing the same thing that you're doing and doing more than you when I get home. How about while I cook the meat, you cook the dumpling? While I'm cooking, you are throw the clothes in the machine. Not even that these men can do. Throw the clothes in the machine. When the machine make noise, you bring it, go outside, go hang it up. So the two are we sharing the responsibility. All right? While I'm taking a shower, you feeding the baby. These women can't even take a shower. As the baby make a sound, babes come for the baby. And I'm like, what are you for? Why am I going to make a mistake to get pregnant for you again? Being honest, being in all honesty. And then again, another issue is family planning. While this is not a major issue because you still have women out there who are differing from family planning because of side effects. Most of my clients, they would have stopped, especially the injection or the copper T because of side effects. They have a bleeding issue, but if you are not being properly managed, you are going to think that it's not working for you and then they come off the method. But you have some women who have been on this method and they are routine on it, they're not joking, not even if we're out of it, they choose to go to the pharmacy to buy it and come make we give it to them. You have some women who, when one child come through the gate, no one come because daddy never stick around. And so as I said, it goes right back. And then the thing is, we cannot stop providing family planning. So persons are saying, oh, the government is providing family planning. You cannot, sir, because there are some women who cannot afford to be pregnant any at all, not for financial reasons, but for health-wise. If they get pregnant today, they're going to die. Right? And so these women, and another thing too, we have more medical condition, more health conditions popping up. I don't know if it's the eating habits of our ladies or whatever. So we have more women now hypertensive, more women diabetic, more women, the major issue is the low blood count, the anemia. So these women, after they go through this 9 months of grueling pregnancy,
yes, wouldn't you say
they're not going to go back because they went to death road?
Yes. Wouldn't you say also that the expansion of information has helped the young girls to understand their bodies more and access to birth control is more prevalent?
All right, so access to birth control, as I said, it is more, it's there. You just walk into a health center and you can get it. You don't pay $1. Healthcare is free now. So yes, you have access. I have 18-year-olds, I have 19-year-olds who never have a child, decide they don't want a child, but they're sexually active and don't want a child. I have women who already made a decision from young days that they don't want any children. And so they're on their family planning. So what are the odds of them getting pregnant? Just a 0.1%, because the most effective family planning is the copper T, which lasts for 10 years. So when you put a woman on her copper T for 10 years, and then when the 10 years reach and she take it out, it's 10 more years.
I thought it was abstinence, ma'am.
Just a minute, neighbor. Just a minute.
How many of them are abstaining? To be honest.
Yes. I thought it was. Hold on there, Delroy. Let her just finish. Good, ma'am. And then
yes.
The whole matter of economics and the whole matter of the woman wanting to advance her career and do not want to be delayed by pregnancy and a child. Don't you think women are making
I was saying it to my husband earlier, and lo and behold, that he told me he was on something that was talking about it. So I was like, look at that, coincidental. Yes, you are so right. First time women used to stay home, and whatever the man comes in with, the man comes in with. These women, as a woman, because of the whole thing with single motherhood and all of that, or the partner at home, I have women who are working and the man is not working. By choice. By choice, these men choose to stay home and not work. I cannot fathom it. But anyways, we leave that for another time. But yes, these women are going out. They're going to work. They're sending themselves back to school, going to university, going to college, doing hard courses, getting themselves up and out there. I wonder
if I could find one of those women.
Right? Up and out there. For me, to be honest, and then you go, when you go to work, when you're going to school, because as a midwife now, I'm back in school. I am a wife of 17 years. I have a 16-year-old. I have a 6-year-old. Where will I find time now to have another baby? To be honest with you, tell me.
But your
and babies need attention. Yeah, my husband is right beside me, but he's a full-time worker.
Yes.
He's working. So he doesn't have any time to sit down with a baby. And I don't have any time to sit down with a baby. So therefore, we are going to have to hire a helper to live here. The helper will be the mother and the father of that child, not us. Because when we come home, we're so tired, we can't pay the baby no mind. You understand me? So that is the challenge. And then for some persons who are not able to hire a helper, because that in itself is very expensive, if I must tell you. Because a full-time pay stop them I get now to do helper work. Right?
So, ma'am, what do you think?
I mean, you have to go to the daycares.
Yes. What do you think of the comment that the birth rate is as a result of suffering in Jamaica today?
No, sir, because I'm not suffering, but I made the decision to do a tubal ligation because of personal reasons. Health-wise, and me and my husband would have come to a decision we don't want any more children. So if you don't want any more children, you have to be intentional about it. You have to be intentional about it. That I would have got. So it's not a decision. Of course, you have to be intentional.
Mama,
so I didn't just get up and say, oh, no more babies, you know. It's a decision that we make. And then I don't know if you know that the tubal ligation rate now is more than before in terms of the tie-off. That's what you call tie-off, right? Where once you have, yes, the healthcare professionals are coming out to say, yes, you can go more than three cesarean sections, but you must know that after 3 cesarean sections, the likelihood of you having bowel adhesions and other medical conditions gets more. So these ladies, after 3 cesarean sections, are now compelled to do a tubal ligation. So you find that more women are now having permanent method of family planning. You know, so the struggle is real. I can tell you, yeah, we don't like it because us as midwives, we're seeing it normally around August, September, October. We have what we call crop season, where the labor ward, we don't have space to deliver ladies. No, we don't have crop season really anymore.
That is so, ma'am.
You know, yes, we don't really have crop season. We have little pockets of ladies coming in every now and then, but we don't have that real crop season that we used to have, where we said, Jesus, we will put lady. When ladies come in, we have to deliver them, even in the examination bed. We don't have no space in the delivery room. We don't really have that anymore, like routinely, you know? We don't. So we acknowledge it. We know that the birth rate has fallen. We know. Because even my antenatal clinics, normally I used to have to be booking patients outside of my antenatal clinic days. No, I don't have to. My clinic days are enough for me. You know? So it is obvious that the birth rate has fallen, but I need persons to stop saying it's only economical. It is economical, yes, because things have got more expensive, but you have women working, you have men working. That is not the issue. That is not the issue. It cannot be tied to that. No.
Neighbor, hold on 1 minute. Yes. Neighbor, reality is, neighbor, the percentage where economy have to do with it no past 3%. The amount of people who are deter themselves from having a child or children because of the economic state, according to them, that they no past 3%. Neighbor, me a radical. I'm not dodge for truth, I'm not dodge for reality, even it offend me. Now, neighbor, the amount of things, most of which are probably a lot of way sister said a while ago, are real-time facts. Health, other things. But neighbor, I'm a radical. I'm going to tell you the truth. It's when some people dodge the truth, I don't dodge it. Neighbor, in Jamaica, across 14 parish, and some man want to point it for a political movement, but I'm going to tell you now, me never point it political. But get raw. More Batman in the country than any other time, and more woman, we believe in a woman than any other time. Some people are run from the reality. Two-part cover cannot shed, sir. You understand? Spratism gone up then, sir. Spratism across two gender gone up. So when some people want to make it look like the percentage and go up, I make it look like
you are saying that homosexuality is a
but we don't know what some people are going like they don't want factor that in it as being a part of the reason why it got done. How long some people in a relationship with woman, so woman in a relationship with a woman for 10 years in Jamaica, yeah. Man are there with man for 20 years. We don't want some people going and dodge the truth.
You know one other thing that I think you should say, Gustav, is that homosexuality is gender neutral, you know, sir. I think when you speak of homosexuality, you mustn't only talk about man and man. You must also speak of women and women.
I hit me say, boss, I hit me say, and some people are dodge it because it's going to pass people cancer. They are going to people house, you know, sir. Probably some of me are your friend, he going to their house.
It is true. It is true. But you know something, Delroy, and I think that we may have to pick this up at another time.
Well,
but a lot of women are choosing to be with women.
You know where your head is. If you don't want to compromise your platform, I will open my TikTok live and adjust it that way. Because some people dodge it and I go on like them no want face reality. Neighbor, I could even feel me the truth come. It's just a reality, my Bridget. Neighbor, myself have cousins with a girl. I mean, know my cousin from me a little boy, and my cousin no one, no man. And up to now, when me pass in our yard at the time, a big gun just cliff, no blows, big old breast, I can say she a man. My cousin is, I think I'm touching the truth, man. Then me have one other cousin now, we grew up and admire she, same part. Then I went them go have fitness, sir.
Yes.
And then nobody no go out like them. Nobody no go out like them, sir. They love go out. So money is not the problem. If money was the problem, they would be going out, sir. I don't want, listen to me, sir. It's a convenient speakers of truth. I don't like them, sir. Sir, I don't like convenient speakers of truth. Meaning, you must yourself from the truth because you go mash your can. I don't like them.
So what you are saying is that the prevalence of homosexuality. And when I say homosexuality, I'm speaking about
right. You use my word in my bill. My bill one word called it spratism, so you don't compromise your platform. Spratism. Like I sprat back a man and so spratism.
Spratism.
Right.
All right. So if I would make any contribution at this point, with Miss Soji, I think you did a fairly good job. Well, it's more than fairly, but I just say that for now. In covering, in being comprehensive in your analysis of the whole thing, you touch on the economic, you touch on the social, you touch on and let me be more specific. In other words, if I should summarize what you have said, is that women are now more taking charge of their lives. They're taking charge of their sexuality. They are now more being guided by informed choices. They are prioritizing their education and other things about life. They're realizing that life is not just about a family, quote unquote. You also point out the factors as to what may have deterred them from having a child, and you touch on the medical aspects of it, you touch on the family aspects of it, and you point out something quite interesting when you say that there's a difference between maintaining a child and raising a child. A lot of people don't understand the difference, and some of us men are, society make it join them together as if they are twin. They are not twin. Maintaining a child and raising a child is two different things. You can't raise a child if you are not present, but you can maintain a child if you are not present. So that was a significant thing to point out. You mentioned also the medical aspects of it, which could have been attributed to life choices, our lifestyle disease, our lifestyle pattern of eating that would have contributed to those conditions. You pointed out that as well. So you kind of comprehensively covered it in a way that would have given person who, I should say, less informed, a more rounded view so that they can draw a perspective of say, okay, it doesn't necessarily come from here or there or there, but a combination of factors. And I must say, I must commend how you put it together. And I really welcome you to this platform in the future.
Thank you.
Thaddeus, you can follow her, you know. Hold on, neighbor. You guys can follow her on YouTube, you know, Midwife par excellence. You can follow her on YouTube. She's on YouTube talking about daily life issues, even prostate cancers and stuff. She's there all the time speaking on these topics and health issues. So it's Midwife par excellence. Okay?
All
you
right.
can find her on YouTube.
Cool. All right.
Alicia, your time. The alluring one. Where are you? Alluring?
All right, I am here. Good morning, everyone.
Good morning, Alicia.
All right. Just to start off by saying that I used to join some JLP lives, but I have decided not to do it anymore because of the position that I hold in a particular government organization. So I don't want people to brand me, but the truth is I am a big supporter of the Jamaica Labour Party. So people will see me as being biased. If you read in the section, the comment section, you will see me put certain things in there. So I actually like to stay down there and not really in the box. But when I look, I saw that it was more men here than females. And I like the idea that Soji's wife just came on and intervened and clear up a lot of the things. And some of what Thaddeus said as well, I am in agreement with. But what I did not hear mention is the fact that some of these young guys who are smoking the marijuana and who are not eating properly, they also contribute to ladies not getting pregnant.
God,
yes. Right, no, but the statistics came out that the men are seeking help at the health centers now because of not being able to impregnate their partners, which is a sad situation.
I'm not cut you, but it's the truth. I'm not cut you, but it's the truth. They are saying they are jelly back, they are weak. They can't get the ladies pregnant. It is true. It is true.
No, but as a soldier's wife said earlier, the wards at the hospitals, the maternity wards, they are not like before. Women are not getting pregnant. For one, it has nothing to do with economics, and I'm not being biased, as I said. Yes, I am not being biased. It has nothing to do with economics. I am a single person. I don't like to say it because I don't want people to start taking set on me. But I am a single person. I mean, I was divorced. I was married for years, and I am divorced, and I am single. And I will tell you, on my single pay, I manage very well. You have men in my inbox daily bothering me for relationships, and I ignore them. You know why? Because I am not interested. You see, your peace of mind is important. Men, this has not anything to do with some of you, but I will tell you, I heard the soldier's wife said it earlier. Some men choose to remain home while the wife or their partner go out and work. No, I'm not gonna do that. If I should get married again, or when I get married again, It will be both of us come together. I do not believe in this thing where it should be a man alone should take care of the household. The both of you are working. Put your monies together and build together and achieve what you want. If a man chooses to take care of a lady single-handedly, that is fine. But there are always problems sometimes. So if the both of you come together and do what you have to do, then it will make things better for the household. All right, as it relates to the economy now, I am someone who is a great listener. So hello neighbor, I just buck upon his platform the other day, and it sparked my interest. So I decided to start listening, and I even said to him, "Oh, you sound like PNP," so he can tell you. And from I realized that he is very balanced, and I started. Every day now I am on his thing. He had invited me one day to come on, and I said no. I did say no because of where I was at the time. So I could not. No, I am home on a Saturday, so I can join now. The economy. There are so many things, and I don't know if you want me to get there, but I choose to do it now. Last night I was on the live, and where they were trying to determine who is going to win and which divisions and etc. And they boiled it down to 47 to whatever the other figure was. I wrote it down, and I am saying I am in full agreement. And honestly, if the people of Jamaica don't return Andrew Holness into power, it will be a sad day for us. And it will be a sad day because we must admit it. Some of us don't want to admit it. He has been doing a lot. I don't know what more can he do, but he has been doing a lot. As I said, I work with the government. The last, it was what, 2 years ago that we got a fairly decent increase that we could do something extra with our money. The roads are being fixed. Mark, the other day I had to buy 2 shocks, cost me a lot, but I see where the effort is being made to fix the roads. I see, I hear Gareth, the one in, I don't remember his name, but I follow him as well. He is a security guard, but he's in Warmington's constituency. He speaks daily about skills training. Now, if you are not, say, as educated as we are or as I am, because I do have a bachelor's and master's and many certificates, but if you are not, go and get a skill. What's his name? Is Garrett is his name? The one from Old Harbor side. He's always on the live sessions, telling people to go get a skill, yada, yada, yada.
Classic.
No, man, I know Classic well. Classic knows me too. Not Classic. This other guy, Gareth, I think his name is some G name. It's a dark guy that he's in Warmington's constituency, but he preaches every day. Him do videos, him put out all the roads that are being built, Gawain, right. Gawain. I admire that guy so much. He's not the most intelligent, but he's very knowledgeable. Very knowledgeable young man. And I listen to Gawain every single day. I'm telling you. When I come home, because when I come home, this is what I use to relax me. Thank God for TikTok. I don't watch TV anymore.
I see.
Yeah, I don't watch TV anymore. And now, Hello Neighbor has taken up my time now.
But you just said that you don't want to get married again.
No, it's not that I don't want to get married again. I am on a break and I am loving it.
But Hello Neighbor is capturing your imagination there.
Hello Neighbor, you're misinterpreting me.
No. I'm not talking. So you spend a lot of time with Hello Neighbor in the afternoon.
You have to put it on the board, Neighbor. Are you single, sir? Yeah, are you single?
No, he's not.
You have to put it out there.
No.
Hold on, neighbor.
Nobody knows nothing about me. Please. Leave that alone. Leave it alone.
Hello, neighbor is a church man.
Yes. That girl that just joined Shani Booth, that's my daughter.
Okay.
He's listening.
Neighbor.
Right,
Neighbor.
Yes, sir.
Sorry, your father.
Neighbor, what I'm saying is that, and I will say this and continue to say this, neighbor. 50 years I've been in Jamaica, and I've seen at least 25 things this government have done that I've never done before. It's no question. I can name at least 25 things this government is doing, have done, that have never happened before. I've never seen a prime minister on the ground so much like this one. I've never seen our debt to GDP cut so rapidly. I've never seen our NIR at $5.78 billion before. I've never seen our unemployment rate drop to 3.5 so rapidly. I've never seen our crime rate drop so rapidly. I've never seen some places that 200 years never get water before getting it now. I've never seen any public sector worker get such an increase in the lifetime that I've lived here in Jamaica. Never. It have never happened before. I've never seen such an investment in the security forces as before. I've never seen so much investment in the health sector as before. Neighbor, I can continue on and on and on. Yes. These are all firsts that I've seen in my 50 years in Jamaica. What else does the people want? Yes. Yes, Alora, go.
I have never seen so much money being spent in Jamaica before, even though people are crying that they're hungry. See, Shani Boo saying that she's hungry.
No. She's telling me, Alora is my daughter.
Oh, yeah, okay.
I'm supposed to take her some lunch.
Oh, I get you. Okay. All right. So yes. I have never seen, I don't know if you remember the figure for December gone. It's triple the amount for the year before and the year before. The amount of money that was spent in Jamaica in December. And if you check...
Where did it come from, Alora? Where did it come from? Is it our tax money? I'm wondering. So what happened to tax money before? Where did all this money come from?
Exactly.
And then guess what now? 10 years of no new taxes. Never in the history of Jamaica have that happened before. Never. These are all first time what I'm saying to you in my 50 years in Jamaica. It's all first time for all of us. This government has done magnificently well. And if when you put them in power for the next 2 terms, Jamaica might almost be close to a first world country. I'm telling you.
That is true. And Soji, what they're all right, remember COVID. They are blaming the government to say that the high prices, it has nothing to do with the government. If you check, I travel often, every 3 months or 2 months I'm in the US. And I will tell you this, the same thing over there. When you go into Costco or any one of those places, the price of the things have increased significantly and they are crying over there, just like here.
Hello, I used to buy underpants in Walmart for $9.99. Now it's $19.99 and 20 something. I'm telling you, I used to buy a 3-pack a fruit of the loom for $9.99 in Walmart, and now it's 20, 27, 23 for the same 3-pack in Walmart, and that is a fact. So they only can talk in Alora. It's not facts they're coming with. The facts is there on the table for the Jamaica Labour Party government. The facts are all there. So what they're doing is telling lies and spreading propaganda. But guess what? Them don't know Jamaica move past that long time. So they're in for a rude awakening come this election, believe me. They're in for a rude awakening, believe me.
They are. I live on Mullines Road, actually. But I still have a house in Portmore. But so I am in remind me, neighbor, whose constituency I told you that I'm gonna vote in? And
if you're on Mullines Road, you're probably on border.
No, man, I'm not. I don't transfer it as it. I still the Greater Portmore man. I tell you that he's going to lose. We have to get him out. in
That's Fitzjackson.
Fitzjackson. Yeah, man. I am not moving my vote to Mullines Road until we get out Fitzjackson. I'm not moving it because the last time Fitzjackson, if you look back at the figures, Fitzjackson nearly lost the last election. And if we go out and we continue to preach it, and we go out there and vote, Fitzjackson will lose. He's not doing anything.
Neighbor, that's why I'm telling you, saying the Labour Party can't lose, because if you remember, when we go back to 2007, what we'd have to do to win 2007 election, no way at all we have to do nothing like that. Well comfortable, to be fair, to the work. Never a government for me know of in the last, since me born, have any achievements for campaign upon. This government has a lot. So we just have to sell it to the people, you know? Because really and truly, when you look, I don't know if I have such a big percentage of the population uneducated. Because no, it make me think that. Because when I hear some things and some comments sometimes, I say, John, oh, Jesus.
But Alorin, it was nice that you came up and decided to have a talk, eh?
Yes.
Yes.
So you can put somebody else in the box now. I can go down. Another time I can come up.
Take it. Is that picture of you? That's you?
Oh yes, that is me. Yes.
Wow.
I don't use people's picture.
Yes. Lovely. Take care.
All right. Thank you. Bye.
All right, guys. Also, neighbor, me and the wife are going to jump out, go on the road,
Yes.
So, we link you back later. Back later, so bless up on yourself, man. And continue spreading the good news that is happening in Jamaica.
Respect, soldier, respect.
Fantastic.
Yeah, man. Bless up.
Fantastic. That was great to have. All right. So
man, neighbor, we tune in to you, neighbor, and listen to you. Because we have you as a teacher, man. Respect you, bro. You get
me? Well, lovely. That's great.
You know what I mean? So I know you're not going as a well-thinking Jamaican, just allow the propaganda for just portray upon our platform, and you know what I mean? We have to just speak the truth, because we love Jamaica. They live in it, bro. Come on, man. We don't want it for Bondon, because we don't want it govern over no ashes, bro. We just want the best for Jamaica. And this is the best Jamaica been in. So I don't like so they are chat foolishness, or we just no see how. Come on, we want to get that apart and get better. We don't want to go back.
A lot is the goodwill in what is called diaspora. People who are not in Jamaica, but who keep. As a matter of fact, you guys seem even a lot more interested in what is happening here than our own people. That's amazing.
Of course, man, neighbor, man. Remember, neighbor, before I left Jamaica, I used to work at JPS.
Oh.
So that big project where you see Jamaica have natural gas, I worked on them big projects down in Montego Bay, where we supply the power plant for can run dual fuel, hoping Paul will say that to help reduce electricity. That didn't do a lot. You get me?
Yeah. The folks here in Jamaica are going about their lives, sir. They don't take no interest in the country too much at all, and it is it's great. It's concerning. Connected to economy, no go so. Appears from reports that she was raped and killed. Wrapping up the program 12 minutes after 12 o'clock.